Hello and thank you for watching. This is Social Studies teacher Mr. Kennedy, and I'm here to introduce the idea of mindset. And this is the first video that we're doing in a series on self-efficacy. So please settle in. I'll try to go quickly, and I think that this will be interesting, and it was definitely fun for me to make, so I hope it's fun for you to watch. Let's get started. So hopefully you've already completed the before you watch exercise, which asks you if you think everyone has a set amount of intelligence or if you can improve your intelligence through hard work. And that's a question that scientists have dealt with for a long time. And the traditional view was that you had a certain amount of intelligence, that we could measure that, and that it would stay the same over a long period of time. But recent studies have suggested that that's not true, and that actually your mind is more like a muscle, and by working it out in certain ways, you can improve what you can do. You can actually improve your intelligence, improve your mental capacity and mental abilities. And this connects to an important question. I think that a lot of people at our school, one of our main goals is to succeed. Maybe succeed in school, succeed in sports, succeed in whatever it is that we want to do. And so one of the key questions that connects to this idea of mindset is, what does it take to succeed? Does it take intelligence? Does it matter how smart we are? Is talent important? You know, this rat, maybe he's really good at the saxophone. Does that matter the most? Or is it hard work? Does hard work matter? And just as new scientific studies suggest that we can improve our brains, new scientific studies also seem to suggest that hard work is the most important of these three aspects. Let's look at an example. You might recognize this guy. It's Thomas Edison. He's well known for being an inventor of many things, probably best known for inventing the light bulb, which he has there in his hand. And think a little bit about how Edison managed to invent the light bulb. I think it's easy for us to think of him as being a genius. Only he could have done that through his incredible mental capabilities. And there's no question that he really achieved amazing things. But if you look at Edison as a young boy growing up in New Jersey, I'm not sure if his teachers would have predicted that success. His grades were not particularly good. He wasn't considered a genius as a young boy. And also, even later in his life, he went through a large number of failures before making his first light bulb actually work. This is a picture of a broken light bulb from Edison's lab. And what actually led to Edison's success was not just a spark of genius, but was the fact that even when he failed, he kept working. He worked with other people. He dedicated himself to improving himself, improving his ability to make things and his ability to work with others to collaborate and make new things. And that's kind of connected to one of the most famous quotations from him, that genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. That perspiration, that sweat, that's what it takes to get things done. And so this brings us to our main topic, the idea of mindsets. And according to the work of Carol Dweck, which is all of this is based on, there are two main kinds of mindsets. First, there's the idea of the fixed mindset. And the fixed mindset says, we are what we are. We have the intelligence that we have. That kind of traditional scientific view that I talked about before. And the other view is this idea of a growth mindset, that perhaps based on the new research that we've talked about, that I can improve my brain. If I work hard, I can get better at thinking, maybe I can get better at other things, and that I can grow. And the interesting thing is that Dweck's research shows that there's a big difference in success among people in the fixed mindset group and the growth mindset group. And so the question is change possible? Can we demonstrate change? And her work, mostly with fifth graders, suggests that change is definitely possible. That developing students who have growth mindsets achieve better results. That if you have a growth mindset, you can improve how well you can work. And that mindset really makes a difference in your possibilities. And so you can go from that to this. Your hard work results in change. And in fact, not only is it possible to, if you have a growth mindset, to improve your mental functioning, but it's possible if you have a fixed mindset to change it to a growth mindset. And that's often, obviously really important. And so if you want to change your mindset, Dweck recommends 4 steps. Step 1 is listen to your fixed mindset voice. She suggests that if you have a fixed mindset, there's part of you that tells you, this is what you are. You can't change this. You're bad at math, or you can't learn Spanish. So hear yourself saying that, because if you have a fixed mindset, you might be saying that to yourself. And then recognize that you have a choice. Just because your mind is telling you that you're bad at Spanish doesn't mean that you have to be bad at Spanish. And talk back to that voice with a growth mindset. Say, maybe I'm bad at Spanish right now. Maybe I did poorly on a Spanish quiz. But if I study more, I can do better on the next Spanish quiz. Maybe I didn't get that answer right in science class today, but I wrote down the right answer afterwards. Next time my teacher asks me that question, I can get that answer right. That's a growth mindset, saying, I failed at this, but I'm going to succeed next time. Just like Edison said, this light bulb didn't work. Let's find out why it didn't work, change it, and then we can make a better light bulb. And finally, that last part, making the better light bulb, is the last step. Once you talk back with your growth mindset, you have to take action that leads you to growth. Once you realize that your weakness in Spanish comes from your vocabulary, you have to study vocabulary. Once you realize that your weakness in writing essays comes from the fact that you're not organizing them properly, that you're not writing outlines, you have to meet with your teacher and write outlines. If you follow these 4 steps, not only can you go from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset, but I believe that all of you can actually improve your results in your classes and in anything that you decide to do. So I hope that this video will help you move towards a growth mindset, or at least to challenge your fixed mindset. And either way, I hope that even when you have difficulties, you use those as opportunities to move forward and to continue improving. Good luck, students, and I'll see you next time.